Benidorm's RINCON DE LOIX is busy on weekends, even in September. Today's walk is right on the main avenue of RINCON DE LOIX of Benidorm. We're heading towards the beginning of the Levante Beach. First thing that we see is the red line number 2. There's two of them. One on the British street, the famous aka Girona Street. One of them is here in RINCON DE LOIX. And this one is less party-ish style. Oh, they have some lovely pizzas here. That's actually very nice. Pizzas, some snacks inside of it, and obviously some drinks and some entertainment. Quite a bit of people were on the terrace, by the way, and it is not as late as you might think. It is past 5 p.m. right now, past 6 already, but still quite a couple of hours of sun, or at least daytime, left for us. The sunny terrace, which is called Sun Terrace here, snacks, hot dogs, burgers, grill, ooh, even steaks available. I always thought it's more like a snack time, not like a fancy restaurant with a steak. They also have great offers on cocktails, which is 2 cocktails for 12 euros. Actually, very, very good. Some round town travel excursion places. Typical supermarkets, cheap supermarkets, Chinese bazaars. Plenty of places here are still open and available for you guys, even on weekends. Many people are worried if they're coming on weekend, how many places will actually be open. And people have heard that Sundays, everything is closed. You cannot go to any kind of supermarket. You cannot go anywhere. Everything's literally shut down before Monday comes. So people were worried, but being in a touristic location means that timetables do shift. If in a small village it is true that everything's going to be closed on Sunday, here in Benidorm and surrounding villages, the weekend is the biggest claim. That's when a lot of tourists arrive. They know it. Hence, a lot of places are open, even on Sundays. And today's Saturday evening, so even tomorrow, everything will be open, with an exception of some major supermarkets, which, by the way, Lidl and Aldi, at least, are opening up on Sundays up until January month. Imagine that. Sundays open for you guys, which is also great. All these supermarkets, low-cost shops, mini markets, different clothing places. Honestly, I'm just saying thumbs up. Not sure if they know us. Probably they do, because there's a lot of workers here that we do know from the nearby hotels. So probably that is the case, and they're stopping right by Dynastic. So I think it is actually the case. Here next to the Gemelos 22 building, which is a touristic building, by the way, touristic apartments. Some Chinese bazaars with some souvenirs, quite nice priced, honestly. And many, many more things available for you here. The Union Jack, the Big Ben Bistro, plenty of places available for you here in the area. Ooh, some private transfers. Someone's coming to the hotel here, or maybe just hopping off in this area, but usually these transfers are towards the hotel, probably a Dynastic hotel. Many tourists keep arriving right now. Don't think that if it's calendar autumn, it's going to be less busy here. It is a little bit, because a lot of Spanish families are not here on holidays any longer. Only international tourists and without any kind of kids of school age. But still, it's really, really busy, as you will be able to see, and as you could have seen in this midday's video from the Girona Street, aka the British Street, at night this past Friday. All the restaurants here are slowly but surely receiving people, like Paradiso, quite a nice restaurant, honestly, here in Rincon. Quite affordable, and many people do like it. Let us know if you've been to this place and if you've enjoyed a meal here. The Green Door, always busy. This place for some reason is way busier than the Red Door. Not sure why. Maybe it's the color thing. I cannot explain it, but look at how packed this place actually is. They have a giant TV screen with football games. It's packed on the outside and on the inside as well. It's just a different thing. Not sure why. Oh, they've even put some shade right here. That's really much appreciated. Wow. I'm curious to see how the Red Door is looking like today, because it's the same owner. So I'm wondering if it's exactly as busy as this place here. Some kebab places, not busy at all, barely anyone. But they do have some good prices. Pizza, less than 10 euros. Wow, wraps, very good prices. Indian curry they have here. As usual, share your experience if you've tried food or if you went as a client to any of these places, because this will be helpful for all the other fellow travelers. Tradies supermarket here oriented to tourism, obviously. Locals do not usually shop here unless they need water. Red door right there in front. They do have some people, but it's not the same for some reason. It's not the same atmosphere as in the green door. Green door became slightly more popular and it is more busy than the red door actually is. And that's curious because it's the same thing, just the color is different. But somehow people prefer the green door. Not sure if you would agree with us, but we feel this way when we see how many people actually visit the other place versus this one. Plenty of groups of tourists right there in front of us. Quite a lot of people having a walk down the Rincon de Loix. It's been quite hot actually these days. And we've had around 32 degrees temperature on midday. Still very hot, not gonna lie, but it is tolerable. Let's say it like this. It is quite tolerable. Even though plenty of people still, we wear summer clothes still, and we will be for quite a while still. A lot of people on the beach. We'll see what the beach is looking like right now, by the way. But I do feel like there's going to be quite a bit of people. Kebab, curry house here. Some nice offers inside. Some people are fans, others are not. Let us know what your experience was. But a lot of people do like grabbing some takeaway food from here if they feel like they want some kind of snacks for their holidays out here. Typical buses, bus number 4, it goes to the bus station, by the way. In case you want to grab a bus to go to the airport or you're going to pick someone up, bus number 4 goes to the bus station. From there, you can get a bus directly to the airport. It runs every hour. So it's quite convenient, honestly. It goes directly towards the airport, has a couple of stops on the way on the national road, but not more than that. It's almost a direct trip, which is quite convenient if you don't want to get a shuttle bus or a private transfer or a taxi, because these ones nowadays are quite expensive if you want to travel by your own. In front, we already have the Mediterranean Avenue. This avenue is parallel to the Levante Beach and it's full of different types of services. There's some great brunch and breakfast places there. The Brunch Box, I think it's called. I even forgot the name, but we filmed it for you guys and they have some incredible meals, and especially for breakfast and like brunch options. Oh, it was delicious, let me tell you guys. It's right next to the Hotel Rio d'Or here in Benidorm on the British Street. Between the British Street and the Mediterranean Street. Incredible place. There are some nice shops here, typical Spanish and branded ones, and shoes made in Spain, and takeaway foods and hotels. Ooh, this avenue is like a treasure here in Benidorm. And right in front of us, obviously, we have the straight road towards the Levante Beach. This beach is the most touristic one. It's the busiest. You'll see it here in the city. And honestly, this is the most popular touristic beach. I'm personally not a fan of this beach as per se, simply because it has stones in it and it's uncomfortable. If you want to actually dive slightly further along, you have to cross these stones and it is dangerous because these are extremely slippery. So not a fan. However, overall, just to have a lovely walk, and if you want to be next to all the services, if you don't mind loud music, if you don't mind a huge amount of people in summer, this will do. But if you're planning on something slightly quieter, try out the Poniente Beach. Probably you'll like it slightly more. It's not deep. It's perfect for those who cannot swim very well unless you go too deep, obviously, in the water, which don't do that, please, if you're not a good swimmer. It doesn't have any stones in the water. It's all sand. It's pleasant. It's nice, and it's slightly less crowded. Here by the Levante Beach, we also have the first and the last stop of buses number 30 and 31. Bus number 31, city sightseeing tour right here. One of them goes towards Benidorm and Cala Finestrat, and the other one goes towards Altea and Albir. So there's two different routes out here, and they do cost equally the same. You can get a card of 24, 72 hours or 7 days card, which is great if you're planning on exploring everything. And it's for all the bus lines, as it shows. Plenty of people usually use this service simply because it's convenient. You get to see this city without the necessity of walking so much. It's convenient, and well, you just get to discover Benidorm and the surrounding area of it, which is always a win-win. Right by the beach, we have all the shops that continue selling different types of beach things, sunscreen, umbrellas, different balls to play beach volley or simply play like beach football, toys for the kids, ice cream places are open. Everything is open and is available for you guys. The sun is shining. There are some clouds that came out of nowhere this past hour, but it's nothing too serious. Their sun is still shining quite hard, even though in a few hours' time, sun will be setting down already. First, people are getting their dinners, early dinners. Spanish don't usually eat dinner that early, but international tourists do, which is why restaurants start to get busy and people start arriving to grab some evening meal. The ski school and the wakeboard looks quite, the cable ski one looks quite empty, honestly, right now. There's some people right there at the platform, but there's not a lot of people here waiting. I mean, it's already towards the evening time, so it's obvious it's not going to be that busy here. And the good news is that, look at that, you can even search perfectly for a place right here by the water. You don't need to fight for a best spot because there's plenty of spots everywhere. And there's plenty of place right here at the beginning of the sea to have a walk, to dive in. And that's what a lot of people here are doing. This is the best time of the year to actually visit Benidorm on your holidays. Thank you for accompanying us in today's evening video from Benidorm town.